Hey, this is Elia Einhorn. Welcome to the Talkhouse Podcast. Today I'm joined by
Nick Dawson, Editor-in-Chief of Talkhouse Film.
Nick. We have an amazing episode today. David Cross, he of Arrested Development, Mr. Show, and so many more.
Jean Grae, who is a star of both the hip-hop and comedy worlds.
And Fab Moretti, famously of The Strokes and Little Joy.
Yeah, it's a pretty incredible trio, and it's yet another awesome Sonos talk that we've done.
We've been curating a series of live podcasts at the Sonos store, 101 Green Street in Manhattan. You might have caught episodes like Kathleen Hanna with Meredith Graves,
Prince Paul and Wayne Coyne from The Flaming Lips,
Todd Barry and Chris Gethert,
and the Bayers, Vanessa from SNL and Jonah from the band United Nations.
Now, parenthetically, we recorded 2 podcasts on the day that this episode was recorded. Earlier in the day, we had 2 other SNL members come by.
Absolutely. Taron Killam, who stepped aside from the show last year, and Kyle Mooney, a current cast member, and they were there to talk about Kyle's new movie, Brigsby Bear, which is out at the end of the month, which is when you'll be hearing this podcast, and it's a gem.
So is today's episode, Nick. When I was listening to the tape on my own in the studio, I laughed out loud half a dozen times.
And you don't do that lightly, I know.
These 3 have amazing chemistry, and the way they came together was a little bit funny in and of itself. We've been talking to David Cross about coming on the podcast. He was really excited. We were, of course, very excited to have him. And I had an idea, and you had an idea. Now, I knew that in the aughts, you would see David Cross and the Strokes around New York City all the time together, at each other's shows, checking out other bands. And I thought, why don't we have them come together and check in, catch up, shoot the shit?
Yeah. And I am a big fan of Jean Grae, who, as I said before, is this sort of unique personality who straddles the world of comedy and hip hop, who's really funny and a brilliant lyricist as well, and is a great presence.
So sharp.
Yeah. And then Jean said yes, and Fab said yes, and we kind of had a party.
We did. David, as the host, taking in a number of topics
that they really just got the juicy stuff out of.
We've got the confession that one of the 3 cannot ride a bike.
We have the gum incident, which leads to an incredible sort of digression into discussion of the film and the musical of Newsies.
Fab breakdances.
The story about somebody peeing on David's leg.
Also the last fight that he got into.
Yeah, thank goodness. And then each of them share stories about being fired.
Which leads to perhaps the defining moment of this talk.
The jewel in the crown.
One of those rare moments that life hands you an opportunity for redemption.
Absolutely. Jean was fired on her first day as a phone sex operator, and here she got to take the job, at least for a few minutes, with David Cross playing somebody who's calling her up on a phone sex line.
And Fab Moretti playing his penis.
I don't think we can top that, maybe ever. So let's just roll the tape.
Whoa.
Oh, hi.
Wow. In case you guys want that gum, it's back there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Good to know. So before we get started, fill us in on how we get our
Free
free
speakers?
stuff. Do I have to go upstairs? Do I see? Yeah, okay, all right. That's
There's
just
also a
getting
wall
it.
of speakers over there, and they said if you climb the wall, as many as you can carry on the way down is how many you can keep.
Oh, wow, it's like Wonderama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they still, you're from here, right? You're from New York. Did you have Wonderama growing up?
No.
That shows you how old I am. Did you have what? You're from here as
We
well.
had
Yes.
Double Dare.
It was kind of like like a precursor to Double Dare. Anybody out there?
What
know
year's Wonderama?
Wonderama at all? It's when I was a kid, so we're talking like 70s.
Well, like late 70s? Then I'm in on that.
It was a local New York thing. I remember Bob McAllister was the host, and it was all kids. And I think their theme song was like "Kids are people too, wackadoo, wackadoo, wackadoo." And there were these little games where you could go win prizes. And one of the games, this is why I'm talking about this, is they would put a bunch of stuff in the middle, and as much as you could carry from that inner circle out to your chair, as long as you didn't drop anything, you could keep. And I remember one of the things was a blow-up inflatable Skippy peanut butter jar thing, and people would always go for that. I'm like, why?
You go for the small things.
You go for the
don't
small
go for the
things.
one
You don't
big
go for the
thing.
big
It's
things.
like
And
the
these
claw
are
machine.
dumb kids. I'm sure they're all on Wall Street now.
Lesson of I was gonna say
Still trying to grab that one big
Capitalism.
thing.
Big, dumb, inflatable, and then everything else would fall.
I don't remember Wonder. I guess that's the same. What is it like? Same time as like Romper Room and stuff.
Yeah, but it was. It might have been after Romper Room. That's way back.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this would have been like early 70s, mid 70s. Definitely in New York. I think it was on PIX. I think Channel 11.
WPIX.
WPIX.
I think so.
Do you guys remember? We're all connected.
No.
No. But that was lovely.
They loved it out
Thanks.
there.
What was
Anybody
it?
out there?
Was the show called We're All Connected?
No, I was gonna say I didn't want to give it away because it's the end, but you guys don't remember? We're all connected.
Sing more of the song.
New York telephone. You remember?
Oh.
Yes, you remembered.
All right.
Do you
So
guys,
Wow.
so it's like a phone company.
Yes, I got that from the
that
New York telephone part.
Good. I'm
do you,
glad.
do you remember? Again, this is my childhood, but the I don't know how long it went for, but Big Blue Marble. Anybody? The world's a big blue marble when you see it from out there. And there's like a photo of the world from the moon.
What was the
That's
show?
awesome.
Big Blue Marble.
No,
That's like,
yes,
Carl
no. What
Sagan.
happened?
Oh, it was
to
a
that?
kids show that that taught it taught you how to like
Hold balls.
Whoa.
it taught you things that you need to know when you're a kid, and as well as hacking, how to hack bank systems, like computer systems. But as it got
I would have
older,
watched that show.
yeah, it was just I remember it from being a kid. But it's foolish to keep going down this road of nostalgia. 'Cause
No, this
I'm
is the whole show. This
Markedly
is just-
older, and you're not going to remember.
I don't
this
feel like
stuff.
that. I'm 40.
All right, well, I'm markedly older. All right, it's fine. You don't have to rub it in, Gene.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry.
Although I don't take offense to it. I don't know why I would say rubbing it in. I'm fine.
I didn't feel like you did.
Fine with my age. It's been good. I got a couple of years left, and I'm going to live them to my fullest, and we'll see. We'll see
Are you going into a home?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
putting myself in a home.
That's good.
I want to get in kind of soonish because it'll give me an advantage on scoring so much of that elderly pussy that I'm looking for. That's how I'm going to live out the end days. But I mean, literally the last like 40 years. Like I'm going into the home soon. As soon as my kid turns 2, I'm going in home, check myself in, and then just.
I'm glad that you're going to be there until 2.
I know.
Those are really the important years.
Yeah, you want to. I'm trying to instill in her enough of my philosophy, my ethics and morals, subconsciously, as it were.
I want to ask you this because you're raising a kid in New York. I was raised in New York. You were raised in New York.
Yes.
But you said something earlier, and I always get fascinated. So you biked here,
I did.
which is good. I feel like a lot of people know how to ride a bike.
Mm-hmm.
But I always get fascinated when people who grew up in New York know how to ride bikes. Where did you learn how to ride? Can you ride a bike?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying because there's no place.
Kinda
She's saying
weird.
because there's
it's
no
not
place
a weird
to.
question.
That's really
There's no-
weird.
It's
Can I
not.
ride up? Do I know how to ride a bike?
It's a valid question.
No,
Like
it's
there's
not.
no place to practice.
Yes.
You're saying. I get it.
no,
you
I,
get-
don't-
Thank you,
I still
Fab.
don't get it.
No, thank you, David.
I still.
He learned upstate. I'll answer for him.
No.
See.
Wait, you're talking about a bicycle?
Yes, a bicycle. A bicycle.
Yeah. That's the oddest question
It's
statement
not.
I've heard in weeks.
Does everyone in here know how to ride?
Are you trying to say you
bicycle?
don't? Do you know how
Every
to ride
single
a bicycle?
person is answering affirmatively.
Do you know how to ride a bicycle?
No. Well, hold on. So I did. My dad taught me. I rode a bike, But there was never anywhere to ride. Like, I grew up on 23rd Street. Like, where am I riding a bike? That's crazy.
Well,
And
why
then-
don't you just go to the west side and, there's plenty of space out on...
As a
on-
child, like, just no.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming if your dad... So you must be
I
amazed.
realize this is a very
You
small
must be amazed when you
minority.
see children riding a bike.
I am.
And have you ever taken that thought further, or do you stop at amazement and go, "Holy,
No.
I don't know how that's possible"?
No.
Oh well,
We're gonna go
only
back.
in
No,
America.
no,
Or do you ever think beyond that and go, "Well, there's probably a reason. Let me think," and then come to the conclusion like, "Oh, I guess there's a place in New York City."
No, I
near-
understand that people can learn how to ride bikes because I see people riding bicycles. I got a bike again, maybe about like 5 years ago. And I was like, and everyone's like, oh, because the saying is like, it's like riding
Yeah.
a bike. You never forget, which is a lie because you do forget because I had forgotten how to ride a bike. And it was terrifying.
Was your dad available at the time to come back? And
Unfortunately not.
do you have a father figure in your life at this point? that
Yeah, but
maybe
I
could
feel like
come
that
and-
would be weird.
What about
Like,
just a
just-
It would be
friend?
like a
weird,
dude
but it
you
would
know,
be
like,
weirder
holding
than
on
not
to
knowing
the-
how to ride a bike.
No.
That's the weirdest
I feel like
part.
this is fine. And I went like, I went in, I got the bike and I took it into the store and I'm like, can you put
How does it
training
work?
wheels on this?
How does this thing work?
I asked for training wheels and they thought it was a weird thing. And I was like,
this is like,
what's wrong with that?
That's like insane clown posse
That
logic.
is a very big jump to go
That's-
to like Juggalos.
Well, I'm talking about their song of magnets.
Magnets, how do they work?
You know,
Bicycles, how do they work?
The thing about science, yeah, like it's in that world of like head scratching. Now, and you grew up here, and where'd
I
you
did.
learn to ride a bike?
Upstate.
See?
God damn it, you've spoiled my
No, but here's the thing.
act.
City bike. It's this wonderful thing.
Yeah.
It's called, like, they've reworked the roads, and there's
It
lanes.
is much more bike friendly now than
It's
it
bike
certainly
friendly.
was
I'll
when
take
you
you
were
out.
growing up.
Let's go after this.
You don't want to do this.
Yes, I do.
You don't want to do
Oh,
this. You
but
don't
I
want to
do.
be
Gene,
in
you can
charge.
go to the east side or the west side, and there's plenty of space where you can.
Central
where I can
Park?
hurt myself,
Central
where I
Park?
can injure myself.
Yeah, where you can fall down. It's
I
how
don't wanna
it's how
fall
people ride bikes. That's
Yeah,
how you
which
learn.
I don't like that about it.
But now you have. All right. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to. Maybe Fab.
We're going to ride.
Yeah.
That is a very tempting way to say it. I'm going to tell you no. Still.
Bummer.
So I just
you don't want to learn how to ride a bike because it entails potentially falling down a couple times.
yes. Also, and like
falling down
potential death at
Oh,
a high
please.
speed.
No,
Which is also why I
you're
don't
not
drive
gonna
a car.
You're
I
not
don't know
going to
how to
start
drive.
on a ramp. We're not. That's how, you just go and
I
you
panic.
get a father figure to push you a little
I don't
bit.
want this. I don't. You keep bringing up this father figure.
He'll run alongside you with a GoPro. It's going to be great. You're going to run back. You're going to download the video. You're going to look at it and go, here's where I made a mistake. This is what worked, and then take it from there. You already have tools that the young Jean Grae didn't have at her disposal.
Yeah.
No, all right.
I built a go-kart once, and I forgot to put brakes on it.
So what? You pull a
And
Fred
so
Flintstone?
you remember Matt Romano, right?
Yeah.
We went to the
How
top.
is Matt?
He's good.
Good.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Good dude. Do you remember he was dressed up as Baby New Year?
I vaguely have vague memories of that.
We played a show together,
Mm-hmm.
and it was New Year's at the Apollo.
Oh, one of the worst experiences of my professional career.
One of the
Why?
best for me.
Yeah, everyone loves.
Did
everyone loves
you
watching
ruin
a
his New
disaster.
Year? What
No,
happened?
they were fine. They were
Oh.
actually.
You were
nice,
amazing.
But no, it was.
What
awful.
happened?
It was great.
It was
It
just.
was. Honestly, he's just saying that.
It was not great, Fab. It was not great. I opened
if
and I
you're-
knew, and I also said no initially like 3 times, and then kind of got talked into a terrible idea, which was opening up for the Strokes and Guided by Voices at the Apollo, and on New Year's, and nobody.
That's an interesting
And
combination
they
of a lot
wanted,
of things.
Initially, they're like, yeah, you come out and do like 15 minutes in between. You're like, are you out of your fucking mind? There are all these people who want to see a band who don't want to see a comic.
Yeah. And it's New Year's.
And it's New Year's. And they gave out fucking noisy thing, things to make noise.
What time did the show start?
Oh, I don't know.
Because people are
That was a
already
mistake
drunk.
to put the thing with the noise. That was a mistake.
no, that's a bad idea.
It was rough. And then a guy is a whole separate thing that I'm not even going to go into. But a guy later, like a couple years later, I was at a show. In fact, it was Super Drag at Maxwell's in Hoboken, and a guy peed on me because he was on mushrooms.
From where?
It's from the it was a packed thing,
He
and
peed up?
Wow, that is a
peed
lot
down.
of jettison.
Oh, he peed.
No. I'm sorry. I was in the audience. I went to go
okay,
see.
thank
I
you
went to
for
go see Super
clarifying.
Drag,
I thought he was-
and
I was like, how did
And
he
I felt this like warm,
project?
like what's going on the back of my leg, and initially I thought, oh, somebody spilled something, and then it was persisting, and I looked back, and this guy's peeing on me because, and then it was the last fight I got into, and it's my takeaway from the entire evening, which was crazy, because the fight kind of spilled outside, is what a shitty fighter I am. It was comical, like I was like jumping up trying to kick, and he was tall. It was much taller than me.
Did the kicks connect?
One did, but it was just a pathetic. And I was like swinging up at him and like kind of jumping and swinging, and
Oh God, I have those dreams.
it was so.
I have those
it was
dreams
so
where I'm
awkward.
fighting a guy and it's just like
You can't do any
can't do
damage
anything.
at
Yeah,
all.
it's terrible.
It's astounding that somebody can be so angry with your
Face.
music that they want to beat you up. That's a strange.
And
Sad.
more so with like on social media wise, when people reach out, and especially because it can be done anonymously now.
Yeah.
Like they can be really just angry about.
But it gives you an idea that all these
Songs.
people had before social media. There were all those people. They didn't, just magically, it come into life
No.
when social media started. These are people. Everybody prior to social media, all those people walked around with those thoughts and that anger in them, and those, like fuck those fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Fucking they think they're this or whatever. Like all those people walking around with those thoughts, that sour bitterness.
But wait, so you think it's better now that they have a way to...
I don't think it's better. I think I just am making the observation that all those people existed prior to social media.
Totally.
So, now you can go, boy, there's a lot of shitty anger, awfulness, non-critical thinking out there, and just mean-spirited people, and you just know that all those people existed prior to that, just walking around with their...
Except they weren't I don't think that they were ignited. Like there's mimetic patterns that in like meme style, like Richard Dawkins style, like where if you start to say something enough, people will, like for example, like I wanted to get a Holden Caulfield hat for winter, and then I got one, and every motherfucker had a Holden Caulfield hat, and I realized there are patterns that people, we think the same way once one of us thinks that way or says something. And now that the conduit for thought is that much more lubricated.
Well, yeah, there's
all-
that Malcolm Gladwell book about that has the innovators and the creators and the followers, and I don't know if I'm getting the categories right, but it's like when Fab Moretti wears a certain hat, then people are going to see you walking down the street and go, I'm going to get that hat.
Or I was the follower, I think. But the thing is still those.
Well, you owe somebody out there
a
an
debt of
apology.
gratitude. Yeah, I have. Yeah, but but what I'm saying is now with hate and stuff like that, it seems like there's a way for it to, the yeast to.
Well,
get bigger.
it's also it's the feeling of belonging too. A lot of people who have these thoughts and are just sour, shitty people, and maybe don't have a ton of friends and aren't the most social people, and have for whatever reasons in a linear cause and effect way have just shittier lives, and and they're bitter and jealous, and then it gives them a way to connect to all those other people, and then they
and strengthen their argument.
Yeah, and become self-righteous that way, and righteous within that community, and that's part of the danger of social media. It gives all these people like a club, a frat, for them to build their anger and their identity of just being shitty, hypercritical, ugly people.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good interview, you guys.
It took a turn.
Really
for
took a dip.
Dour.
Sorry about that. He was like warning me with his eyes before. He was like, "You Richard Dawkins? What? No, don't do this.
Don't go down that road.
Don't do this,
He was
man.
like, Mimetic? What?
David, why us?
You mean for right now?
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to do it in general.
Because I know you're lacking a speaker for your left channel, and I thought,
This is
what better
true.
way to get you a speaker
Thank you.
for the left channel.
It's the right one.
Fab, this thing goes back to the gum, what I call the gum incident of summer of 17. And, Fab doesn't know it now. I'm going to kind of give it all away.
Sorry.
But I am, this is going to be awkward, but I am, I'm Nefarious 117. I'm your fan who is always in touch with you. I'm Nefarious 117. Yeah. So when I log on, that's it. So I've been following that. So all the
You
stuff about the gum, I know about the
asshole.
gum.
Wow.
Well, okay, but I did this so that you could get the gum.
This isn't weird for me at all.
But you know what I'm realizing now is I'm saying this is that nobody listening to this was in on the whole gum talk, which happened
No,
prior
they're
to them turning the microphones and the cameras on. So it's
Or did it?
it didn't.
Oh.
And so it's a kind of like an inside joke just for us that I didn't intend to be inside and for y'all sitting out there. So apologies for the last roughly 100 and 110 seconds because it's a reference to something that we
discussed as a
we
group
discussed
and
earlier.
and don't want to discuss again. Am I correct?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No reason to bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they'll just have to fill in the blanks themselves. What's all this about Fab and his gum?
Would you
There
like
it
some
is.
gum, David?
No, I don't. We discussed this earlier. I don't. Anybody outside want this? Sad little piece of mystery gum.
Oh, that's rude.
Fab brought in.
It's just gum and it's sealed.
We don't know if it's just gum.
My
That's
girlfriend
the
gave me
thing.
that gum.
It's New York. Come on, there's.
It's not from the street.
Well, how do you know?
It's not street.
Where did you get
Did
it?
you pick it up off of the floor?
street.
The street. See,
It's still sealed.
Fab's. He's got this kind of 19th century London street urchin quality to him. Super sweet, kind, naive, but a little, and but he will. It's not beyond him to just pick up a piece of gum on the street, going, "Oi, mate,
Gum.
somebody's wasting this gum, eh?" Yeah, and then pop in his mouth and just go on his merry way, and then go re-audition for Newsies, and there you go.
Not get the part.
Not get the part again. Sorry. It's
How many auditions has it been now?
under. They shut the show down years ago. He's still auditioning. It's sad. I mean, it's cool. I admire the never say die attitude. It's inspirational. But they did shut the show down years ago. The movie failed. It was neither critical.
That's not true.
It did. It was neither
That's
a
not
critical
true.
nor popular success.
It's iconic.
Yeah, but for not being very good, being a bad idea that somebody spent tens of millions of dollars on.
Was Christian Bale in it?
He was the lead newsie. He was
Newsy one.
newsie number one. Yeah, and he's the guy who said, "Hey, you snoozy, you losey," and then
That is a lie.
no, it wasn't a good movie. It wasn't a good line. It was a terrible script.
Iconic though.
But yeah, and then the sequel to Newsies.
Who's the guy that picked up the gum?
Lil Fab. That's why it was so distressing that you couldn't get the part that was basically inspired by you. And
I think I found some
Oi, mate. Here's a piece of chewy dewy. If I don't say so myself. And they pop it in
Is
with
he a
his
grown-up?
flick it up. He's a grown-up pretending to be a kid. He's trying to
See, that
infiltrate
might
the
have been the
Newsies.
problem.
He's trying to infiltrate the Newsies.
Is this Newsies too?
This is
Second
Newsies.
page?
Newsies 2, you snoozies, you losies.
Oh, wow.
Which is weird because everybody hated that line,
Mm-hmm.
but then it became so iconic. Yeah. And it's about a bunch of go-getting newsies who, take over their kind of area, and then they find out that Mr. Biggles, who does
pardon?
Mr. Biggles does the newsstand and the big corporate news paper, which is the New York Times. Although in the movie, it's supposed to be represent the New York Times. In the movie, it's called the Jew York Times.
Okay.
And that's why it never played in Israel. And
I remember
so they
that.
try to save. So Lil Fab tries to infiltrate the Newsies and become the head newsie so he can rescue Mr. Biggles'
Kiosk.
Kiosk, yeah.
Kiosk.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Break Into Electric Boogaloo.
It meets
But not-
Schindler's List. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
With music.
Yeah. So they.
Yeah,
they
so
should-
and it was written by the same guy. All the
who wrote Break Into Electric Boogaloo?
and Schindler's
And
List.
Schindler's
and
List, the same person.
all the musical numbers cut out of Schindler's List when they decided to just make it a straight ahead drama. They took all those musical numbers and put them into Snoozies You Losies.
But in rap form.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was really groundbreaking, and you can
was.
see why Fab wanted to be a part of it. And
I
and someday, yeah.
Yeah. So you've abandoned, I guess, that sort of musical rap breakdancing life for something else.
He's
Never.
still
do it. You wanna see
doing
some?
it. He's still
A little
I'd
bit.
love to. Yeah. Here, I'll take this.
There's not enough.
Sorry, podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna. This is a
Do
visual.
you need
thing.
us to move, or
Here, give it. Let me
do you need more gum?
take out these. Hang on.
Do you need me to get on the turntable?
Yeah, if you could.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, will you hold this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just
All right, Gene, you're gonna.
a little bit
Watch
of
out the
a little bit
Give
of
me a count.
1, 2, 3,
no.
4, 5,
Six,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you're starting. 1, 2. That was good.
Oh.
That was
Yeah, no, I felt that. All right, you guys.
all right.
Thank you very much. That's
And
what I
that's-
do every
That was
time.
pretty good.
That's
I
exactly
wish you
what
could
you
have
did
seen
at that Newsies audition, huh?
I wish you could have seen that.
Yeah.
Now everybody's gathered. What's happening over here? Everybody's gathered in front of the computer.
They're just looking at Facebook.
Is it Minecraft? Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Are they playing Minecraft?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it. Like that's the saying. Like after someone breakdances in an interview,
Where do you go from there?
then you
just
end
had
it.
Fab Moretti breakdance in the.
Well, you guys have to fire me now, or not?
I'd like to fire you, but then rehire you at twice the salary.
Great.
Yeah. How about that? How about that?
Wow.
It's
This is my day. I knew I picked up the good gum.
Have you ever been fired from anything? Like the last job I can remember having I might have been like 19.
I got fired.
Yeah, I got fired from that job.
hear
What'd you
these
get
stories.
fired from?
Light the lights.
what is that?
It's a frozen yogurt place.
Light the
Oh,
light.
light the lights.
I thought
thought
you said like the light.
I
Oh,
thought
no.
you said light the light. Yeah, light the lights.
Light the
Light the lights.
Light the light.
Where was that?
That was on 33rd Street.
I
Do you remember that
Yes,
play?
I do.
They played Upside, Inside Out, Living La Vida Loca.
All
like,
day?
On repeat.
Is that why you got fired? Did you just freak out and like
I
kick
actually
everything
quit.
over?
I quit, but like I wasn't allowed to quit because
Was it one of those "you can't fire me, I quit" things, or?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of.
But why were they going to let you go? What were they having an issue with?
Just my general
Being
malaise.
there?
Your
Yeah.
dude.
I was just no good.
How old were you when you got?
I was 19.
Yeah. And then after that, was that it for like
I
the
got on
last
my
job
bike
you
and I
can
got the
remember?
fuck
Oh,
out
you got
of
on
there.
your fucking bike. Oh, fuck you then.
How are you no good at serving yogurt?
It wasn't so much the yogurt; it was the chicken in the chicken salad that I couldn't cut.
They had chicken salad.
Yeah. It was nasty.
I don't blame you.
Huh.
Chicken salad flavored yogurt. Ugh.
No.
don't get
The yogurt
I mean,
part.
kale. I guess people have kale now. I don't
Dude,
know.
look
Yeah.
it up. There was
Kids
like
Was it a
today.
topping for the yogurt?
no.
Be like, oh, I want a little bit of Oreos and then some
Salmonella.
chicken salad. A little bit of chicken salad. Thank you.
I'll get some of that. Let me get some bread yogurt and put some mayonnaise on that. And then, do y'all have chicken salad?
Skittles?
Of course. Why am I even asking? There it is over there. I see it myself. I'll help myself.
What'd you get fired from? You ever gotten fired?
Yeah, I'm sure, but let me think. Oh, yes, of course, yes. Palmer and Dodge, a law firm. I was a messenger in Boston, and I got fired. Just cumulative insubordination type stuff, and I won a what do you call? Well, they
a raffle.
A raffle. After
Yes.
they fired you. Embarrassing for them.
I took them. They were going. What did they
Fishing.
stop payment
I
on
like
my
what you're doing,
checks,
right?
and then I got I can't remember the exact thing, but a paralegal there who liked me, who had moved on from there, worked there and then moved on, but we remained friends. Said, "I'll represent you in your employment thing, whatever."
Is this real?
Yeah, this is real. So I ended up going, and Louis C.K., who was, Louis and I were roommates at the time, and I woke up.
Is this a movie?
Yeah, is this real?
This is for real. I woke up
Is this a movie
hungover
called
and
For
late.
Real?
For reals. And he had to drive me down there, and we were like, it was like one of those things where I was up until like 5 a.m, and then I was supposed to be there at 8, and I was really hungover, reeked, and you're in a tiny room, like literally half the size of this room. It was just one of those things like in a movie where you go into this door, and there's a table, a couple chairs,
Knock
put
it
a
over.
put a tape recorder on, hit play or record, and it was like a negotiator guy, and the guy who had fired me, Mr. Jenkins, and myself, and I had everything that I was supposed to say from my friend Drew, who was the paralegal, and I ended up winning, and I got like $2,200, which is it was the most money I'd ever had in one time.
What did you
before
do
I started
with it?
working in Hollywood. I used it to move out to, because this kind of happened as I was getting
Leaving
ready to
Atlanta?
leave. No, this is in Boston.
Oh, shit.
Leaving Boston to go to LA, and I was careful not to spend anything in case I didn't get it. And I used it to move out to LA, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That was a
but I
When did
never
you
had
leave
that much.
Atlanta?
story.
I was 19. I stayed there for a year after I graduated high school and did stand up and worked at Domino's and a Pizza Hut. And
at the same time.
No. Oh God, no. Oh, they wouldn't have that.
No.
Oh no. But you mentioned the La Vida Loca playing at Tasty Delights or whatever it was
Light
called.
Delights.
Light Delights. But when I was working at the Pizza Hut, and I want you to picture 19-year-old Jew fro, and you had to wear
Like
the
this?
visor. Oh no, times 10, like full on Jew fro, and they at Pizza Hut, you have to wear that little.
Pizza visor.
Topless visor
Yeah.
thing,
Dude,
and
you
so my
must have
head
looked
was
awesome.
ridiculous with glasses. And I'm in
That's a
I'm
cool
in Georgia.
disguise.
I'm
I'm
in
gonna
Georgia.
start wearing
I'm like
that
north
shit.
of Atlanta. I'm like in Moore's Mill, behind Collier Park. If anybody knows Atlanta who's listening to this, and I had to wear that like polyester outfit to walk. It was like about a mile-ish, and
So you
walk
swished.
in the with change for my.
You sound like an extra
tips.
Fat Albert character.
It was very much they would have fit right in with that. With my polyester Pizza Hut outfit, with bulging with change from my tips, and that big poofy hair and my shitty glasses, but the song that was popular that everybody would always play, and they had a jukebox there, and I'd listen to it over and over again. I can't remember the name of the guy, but it was country western because it was Georgia, and it was this song like where swinging it was the metaphor for sex. So it was like, Me and I can't remember the name of the song. We's just a swangin', down. Oh, we's just a swangin', and we had to listen to it over and over again about Jenny Sue or whatever. And he'd go over to Jenny Sue's, and the parents were out of town, so he and Jenny Sue would get in the swing and swang, just a swangin', down, and everybody loved it because it was, titillating. It was a fun way to think about fucking,
and definitely not about like. Did she just had a large swing at her house?
Well, she did, but then it's implied that they did some things on the swing, that were, it's a double meaning versus you can swing, but you can also swang. Me, she and I got down. We were
Are those
swanging.
the lyrics?
No. But just a swanging. I remember that was the chorus. I heard it over and over again, and I have a scar
from that song.
From this right here is. A little scar right there. I was leaning on the counter, the Pizza Hut, and they had come out with those personal pan pizzas. You get it 5 minutes or less, or it's free. And they had the pepperoni and the meat lovers and the plain. And you take them out with these clamps, and the oven would be, they were in these like metal, cylinder pie things, and about yay big. And I was sitting on the leaning on the counter, talking to somebody, and the guy took the thing out of the oven and he slid it down, and you could hear it. It like seared my flesh. You could just hear it sizzle, even as I wrenched my hand away. But and I remember.
Do you sue for that?
Did you get fired from a job?
Yes. I decided that I was going to do, and I'd had like waitressing jobs and bartending jobs, but I was really bad at both of those things because kind of going back to the bike situation. I don't like anything that like involves like action where I have to balance things. So I was bad at that.
We're getting
you're getting somewhere. You're starting to really understand who I am. So I decided to take a job as a phone sex operator.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and which was actually my catchphrase. Should have been. It really should have been.
Get the fuck out of town.
So I'd never really got to do it because the first day they hire you and they have to monitor you like a couple of phone calls. And
you had to go to them and work out of an office or something?
Yeah, this is 90 something. So yeah, this is like in an office. This is not, me being at home. And so yeah, you're there and there's someone monitoring you like in the next cubicle.
Can you hear the other women?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
But the person monitoring you is making sure that you're like saying
like
the
that
right,
I'm doing a good,
cool,
I'm doing like I'm getting people the fuck off and I'm not being an asshole, which didn't work out well because I was an asshole.
And Gene, sorry to interrupt. Is that one of those things where you want to keep them on the line, or do you want to turn over as many as possible?
No, you want to keep them on the line because it keeps charging by
it
charges by the minute, and you want to keep them entertained, and you don't want it to go too fast.
You want them to swang. Oh God,
swang.
that was terrible.
I want them to swang, and I want them to swang for a long time.
So how would you best achieve that?
I didn't get to find out. I thought I would be great for it, and I'm like, this seems like a wonderful job, and I get to just hang out here and fucking talk shit all day, and that's fine. But the first guy was really rude and hung up on me, and I called him back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And cursed him out.
Yes.
But like halfway through the phone call, like of me calling him back, she like whoever was in charge, the manager, I don't remember what she came over and she was like, "You have to hang up the phone. You have to hang." I was like, "You just hold on. I know I'm gonna leave right after this."
Did he have to pay for that call?
When I called him?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I think it's really, it's got to be frustrating that you assume you have this skill and you didn't even get to.
I didn't get to
showcase it, and then we're here now. We've got some audio equipment. We've got some folks here. So why doesn't everybody kind of close their eyes, or turn away?
Yeah.
And Gene, let's give you the chance. Let's give you the shot
But let's
to do what you
pretend
never
that we're
got
in the same
opportunity.
room. Let's
to
pretend
do.
you and I are in the same
someone
room.
has to
Yes.
call me. I'm not
Okay.
just going to talk to
All
myself.
right, so Fab and I are calling you. All right, so we're on the same line, but
Oh, you're on a conference call?
yeah, no, not conference, but we're on the same landline.
And we have
two
no
lines.
pants on, right?
Yeah,
You're
we
on
have
the
no
same-
pants on.
You're,
but we're
are you
in,
calling
we're in,
from the same house?
Wait, yes, we're calling from the
No, I
same.
need to know
It's
the
an apartment.
situation. I'll ask you
You're
questions
on-
when
you're
you get
on
on the
the
phone.
It's
speakerphone.
more than
I'll ask you
would
questions
know.
when you get on the phone. Okay.
All right, ready? You ready to call?
So
All right,
ready.
dude. All right, so
Dude, you look so hot
this is
right
your
now.
brother's. This is your brother's credit card, right? This
Yep.
will work?
My
Okay.
mom's. Sorry.
Your mom's credit card.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, they don't put it on as a sex line. It comes up as something else, like
Cool.
international,
That's
studies.
fine.
Right.
I don't
All right.
give a
Here we
shit.
go.
Oh, by the way, it does come up as a sex line.
You're not on the phone.
You're
I
not
just
on the
wanted to
phone.
tell you that as a fact before we started.
It's ringing. It's ringing.
It didn't. That's too many numbers. Can
Oh,
you dial
shit.
it again?
Yeah, you got it wrong, dude.
Okay. Let me just look at it. 1-800-899-SEXX. Okay. Here we go.
Hello.
Oh shit. Are you gonna do it? You got it.
Hey,
Hello.
baby.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello?
baby.
Hi. Oh, hello. Hey. Hi. How's it going?
I'm
What's
doing
going on over
fine.
there? What?
What's going on with you, babe?
Nothing. I'm just looking for a good time, and I'm new to the area, and what are you about? What are you wearing now?
I'm wearing whatever you want me to wear. What would you like me to wear? Just to let you know, though, I do have on a shirt with a picture of a unicorn on it. Do you like that?
Yes.
Is that a child on the phone? Because I can't.
No.
I can't talk to children. I'm sorry, hon. Are there two of you there? Right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was
Hey, what's
my
your
penis talking. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you've got a talking penis. I like that. What's your talking penis's name, baby?
George Washington.
Okay, George. What? Ooh.
That's still my penis talking.
All right.
Yep.
Does your penis have wooden teeth? He doesn't have to. Okay.
Only for you.
Yeah, that turns me on. I love a wooden tooth penis. So baby, what would you like to talk about today? You and your wooden penis. Hi, Georgie.
Unicorns.
Unicorns.
Unicorns, like the kind that are on your
Sure.
big old T-shirt.
Oh.
Or not big. I mean, I don't mean the shirt. I mean, it's big because of your
it's
breasts.
fine. It's
Because your breasts is big.
it's actually an oversized shirt. I'm kind of bloated this month, so. But thank you for noticing. Do you want me to take the shirt off, or do you want me to leave it on?
Take half.
Okay,
of it
it's off. Half of it's off right now.
All right.
I just cut it off.
So
Actually.
is that one side off,
Penis,
or just
penis.
up to the boobs, or is it? Or is one boob showing?
Well, I just cut it down the middle. I wasn't thinking about it when I did it. It was all happening so fast. Is that turning you on?
Yes.
Yes.
My wooden teeth are chattering.
Oh, I like that chattering. What are they chattering about? Is it slavery? Because that makes me hot. Hello?
Hello? Yeah. Sorry, I'm making myself a drink. Would you like anything? Would you like a drink?
Sure,
I have whiskey and whiskey sours and whiskey Manhattans.
Oh, I'd kind of like a tab. Do you have a tab? Or a Mr. Pibb?
I'll have Mr. Let's get Mr. Pibb. Penis, go get a Mr. Pibb out of the mini fridge.
I like
I'm
a
on it.
penis that can bring me a Mr. Pibb out of a cold fridge. You're making me so hot right now with this half shirt. Oh, baby, yeah.
Shoot.
Dude, that was all over my shoes, man.
Sorry, but they're your beach shoes. They'll clean out. Take them to the beach.
Well,
Okay,
that was
well, this is a great conversation. I didn't even get your name.
No, you didn't.
All right. Well, how do I?
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Because I feel like maybe we should just discuss a couple of other things.
Well,
I have some more shirts.
Yeah. Put a shirt on and let's talk about chemtrails.
All right. Oh, that's actually my name.
Oh, chemtrails.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
Chemtrails.
Okay. Good. Penis. Write that down.
Because I like to
and
streak. I like to streak. That's why they call me chemtrails.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to go streaking with me?
In the nakeds? I All right.
All right. Well, I think it's my lunch break right now.
Oh, mine too.
Sure, because you're at work. Okay.
All right. Well, that was great.
Why don't you
chemtrails.
call back tomorrow, baby, around the same time, and I'll see what other shirts I can find for you. And you bring
looking
your
forward.
wooden penis, all right?
Oh, I don't go anywhere without him.
All right,
It.
babe.
I am it.
It. Okay. All right. That was creepy. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Okay. I love you.
Oh. Wow, Gene, really?
And scene.
That
Okay.
was great. You would have
Good
been
job,
awesome. I'm so glad
everybody.
you got to do that. I know. That was great. That was
I
exciting.
can't turn around because I got a boner.
With your wooden
With
teeth?
wooden
With
teeth.
wooden teeth. Chemtrails.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
that was good
Can
stuff.
I call you later?
Yeah.
Cool.
Chemtrails?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be weird. That's a terrible name. It's a good
That's a
stripper name,
bad-
though.
Kim? What was it, KEM or is it CHEM?
I didn't think about it before I said it.
All right.
I just want to, it's like, coming to the stage. Chemtrails. And one dude in the audience is like, yeah, I guess.
I told you they existed. Yeah, like what? I know a guy, and he's, I wouldn't say we're close, but I've known him for years and years and years, and he's a really fun guy to hang out with. Haven't seen him in quite a while. I actually did this tattoo up here, and old friend from Atlanta, and he...
That's a good tattoo.
Thank you. He truly believes that the moon landing was faked, and it's this top one there. And he believes the moon landing was faked, and you can't argue with him. And he gets frustrated and angry that you're not buying it. He's like, now you think I'm crazy, and
I might be with him on that one.
Well, I wouldn't go that route. I would just ask you, what's the point of the whole conspiracy? Like, what's so crazy about the idea of building a rocket and going to the
No,
moon?
I don't think that there's anything crazy about it.
Do you think that, do you know that in our phones we have the computing power?
No, I'm down with.
is this the Van Alden belt thing? Is this because that's what my friend is like?
I'm gonna
The Van
shortly-
Alden, a man cannot sustain that kind of radiation.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I think that technology exists to do all of these things. I'm just saying that specific one did not happen in the way that they said it happened. That's all.
And
Well,
the people that helped stage it, were they killed? All the people who knew the truth.
No. But I mean, there are a lot of people alive who know the truth about a lot of things who are not murdered all the time.
Did you hear about this thing where the UFO sightings that were happening like in the 70s and 80s and all that jazz?
There were a lot.
Yeah, a lot. And apparently it was the government that was putting them out there because they wanted to test new aircraft, and they didn't, and it had to be secret against the Russians. Did you hear about this?
No, but
And
that
so
sounds
they,
good.
they like told
I'm into
these
it.
stories to people so that they could produce the mimetic pattern. Back to that.
He did a full circle on you guys.
That made people believe that what they saw were UFOs when really what they were seeing was top secret stuff that the government was doing.
That
know
I
about-
fully believe, and that
that sounds
makes
fine.
total sense.
Total
Yeah.
sense. So, what is it about? What did you hear that made you feel
I'm telling
that
you, we
story-
don't have enough time for this.
We
And
actually
I have 0 beverages right now.
well, let's carry this on. Let's
Yeah.
go to the
Other room.
there's the bar, the Soho. What is it called? The Soho bar on Spring.
Bar
and-
Soho,
Bar Soho. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Spring and
the one that's on that old one on the corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go there because I want to get into this.
Me
We're
too.
going to wrap this up here.
Are we?
Are we? That's it.
I got the signal from
Oh,
Nick.
you did?
I got the old. Wrap
So
it
we're
up
coming
signal.
back tomorrow, right?
I'm going upstate. I'm going right from here to Penn Station, but I'm going to detour
To learn how to ride a bike.
To learn how to ride a bike.
Gotcha.
in the open. Because upstate, when you fall off your bike, it's
there's a pile of leaves, and it's
it's
wonderful,
made of,
and
upstate
you
is made of
frolic in the
mattresses.
Yeah,
And his dad lives there.
yeah.
My dad does not live there.
No.
Oh, I see.
I feel like we need to do a follow-up episode where Fab teaches Gene how to ride a bike, and we'll do a video podcast for that.
And Gene convinces us that the moon landing was fake.
Yeah.
At the
So
same
welcome
time- at
to
the
your
same
new
time.
show.
Yeah, that's basically, you're just going to talk about, that's going to calm you as you do your bike
won't.
lesson.
Yo, wait. We should combine the two.
Yeah.
While you're learning to ride a bike, you should tell us why the moon landing and how the moon
Yeah.
landing was faked. While you're learning
Do you
to
guys
ride a
just
bike.
not like me, or why would you want
We
me to
love
do
you.
that?
We love you.
First of all, you're going to come out of it unscathed, and you're going to learn how to ride a bike. That's the best thing that can happen.
And we're gonna
You are
believe
and
it.
then you're
I
going to
want-
love
I
riding.
want-
Let me tell you something. I
No,
fucking
I know
love
I'm
riding
gonna
my
love
bike
it.
in New York. I love
I'd be,
it. I
I'd be
love
able
it.
to
I
get
love it.
everywhere. I will do okay, but I
So
want
you-
knee
that's all you
pads. I
gotta
want
do.
a helmet.
Okay,
I want,
we'll get you
and I
done.
want elbow pads. I want like a whole suit.
Done. We'll get you a hazmat suit.
Yeah, that's
we'll
fine.
get you a spacesuit.
A spacesuit,
The kind
okay.
that they use,
A
the actors
spacesuit-
use.
a spacesuit
Yeah,
made
the
of
moon
Sonos
landing. Done.
speakers. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is,
Nick, I want to see this video of Fab teaching Gene Grae to ride a bike.
I'm working on it. I'm talking to Sonos about building that spacesuit made of speakers. It's going to be pretty incredible.
If you enjoyed today's talk as much as we did,
And you want to relive the experience with an added dimension,
some bonus material, look for it on our YouTube channel.
which has a bunch of other awesome stuff on there, which I know you're going to enjoy.
Also, look for the Talk House at Pitchfork Music Festival this coming weekend.
And we have a website too. Go to that, talkhouse.com.
We have a Twitter handle at Talkhouse.
We're on Facebook and Instagram.
And hey, if you're listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher, take a moment, rate and review us so that someone else finds the podcast.
And presumably you've already subscribed, but if you haven't, get on it.
Get on it. I'm going to get on watching Newsies right now.
You snoozies and you losies.
Till next time,
I'm Nick Dawson.
I'm Ellie Einhorn,
Our co-producer and engineer is Mark Yoshizumi.
and we're out.
We're out. See you next time, dude.
Till then.